Hey guys, my name is JessiMew, and welcome back to another episode of WolfQuest 3. In the last episode, Daisy finally found her very first traveling buddy. After following the dream deer all the way to this clearing, this shadow wolf was actually waiting at the other side. It's almost like he was waiting here just to meet her. It definitely seems like destiny had a little role to play. So I know that technically he's not the same shadow wolf that we saw back when we were meeting the Hoodoo Pack wolf too. But for all intents and purposes and for the sake of the story, I am all for assuming that he's the same one. We figure this little shadow wolf must have actually been cast off from his family. That means he was actually part of the Wapiti Pack too. He basically formed his own little band way off on the outskirts, acting like an outcast just like Daisy too. I feel like that's probably part of the reason why he was so shy at first. He was just afraid that she was going to hate him for everything his family had done. But they've gotten to know each other since, and now they've formed a pretty strong alliance. They've basically staked their claim on this little clearing right here. They're calling this the Shadow Den. So everything you can see, everywhere where the rocks poke up from the ground, that's basically where I'm assuming their territory lies. I know that we can't do too much with it technically right now, not while Slough Creek is still missing from the game. But we can pretend that this is our kingdom, and it'll give Daisy and her shadow a lot of room to play. Now, as far as his name goes, you guys actually had a lot of really good ideas for him. I think I'm going to go with Sirius, though. I thought that was particularly fitting. It does fit his very dark theme, after all. And as Sirius is the name of one of the brightest stars in the sky, it fits his beautiful silver eyes, too, like glittering constellations. You know, his eyes are actually confusing me a little bit. Like, every now and then, in a certain slant of light, if you could get just a little bit closer, buddy, sometimes it almost looks like they're meant to be a pale light green, but then other times they look very silver. So I don't know, they're kind of like an ever-morphing color. Eyes that Daisy could truly get herself lost in. So I'm sure that they're going to do plenty of singing into the night sky in the future, but for now they have a mission to complete. For starters, Daisy needs to open up about the reason why she was on his family's borders in the first place. The fact that she's just been searching desperately for a missing family, her siblings and her parents. That hive that she's heard so much about, but she just can't seem to find. So I wonder if his family would actually have any information too. Maybe he's wondering if he can sneak back into Wapiti territory, find somebody who's a little bit friendlier toward him. Maybe they would have some clues to share. It is definitely a good bet, and it's not as though Daisy has very many leads to begin with. I guess her biggest lead would probably be that Hoodoo Pack wolf, but it seems like every time she gets close enough to ask him any questions, he always ends up getting chased away. First by his family, and then by his own packmates too. So who knows if we're ever going to see him again. You know, how close are we to Pack territory? Oh, it looks like they actually put names on the map now? Okay. They must have added those in a recent update then. So wait a second. The Shadow Den is actually right next to the fossil forest? Oh, interesting. It's actually not that far away from Spawn Rock either. We have the burn out there, we have Hope Creek. Specimen Creek. Is that about where the wolf packs are? Yes. It looks like the wolf packs are actually fighting over the burn. Ooh, very interesting. I wonder if maybe Sirius's family is actually trying to get Hope Creek under their control. Maybe we should do a little bit more sniffing around there then. Maybe that's the source of all of these terrible battles. That would be the reason why she was chased away, too. They are very controlling over their borders. I'm a bit curious about this fossil forest, though. Could we actually sniff around there for a little bit first? And maybe we should do a little bit of sniffing around our own home, too, just to make sure. It looks like there's an elk herd out there, and more male sparsel wolves. Those wouldn't be any wolves that are coming after you, right? I guess it depends what pack they come from. We're gonna have to be careful. He's been doing so much singing lately, it did make me wonder if maybe his family would recognize his voice. After all, I would imagine that he has a very distinct howl. At least it's one that has definitely captured Daisy's heart. Every time she glances his way, she can feel a little flutter stirring right inside her chest. but she doesn't want it to govern all of her actions just yet. I'm sure they both understand, after all, how quickly things can change, since they've both been made outcasts by their packs. So there must be a little bit of distance between them still. No matter how much joy they bring each other, they're just afraid to see it come to an end. Now, where is this fossil forest, Sirius? Is it right down here? Yeah, you know, this is actually looking a little bit familiar. I'm not sure if you guys watched our series with Honey before. Honey's Hunt, but she was actually looking for all of the achievements that you could find in WolfQuest. Now, I'm pretty sure that the fossil forest was actually where she discovered something interesting. And I'm curious to see if maybe it's going to be in this version of WolfQuest too. I want to say it was like a wolf skull? A wolf skull sitting on top of one of these rocks over here? Or one of these trees, rather. Let's see. Can we sniff anything out, Sirius? Oh, there we go. Yes, there's the wolf skull. It's so tiny, though. Maybe it's not a wolf skull, then? Or maybe it's the skull of a very, very young wolf. And either way, I'm sure it's a pretty good warning, too. That was kind of what Honey figured. The skull was meant to be some sort of warning for this area. And I guess it makes even more sense now that we have the Shadow Den nearby, too. So, do you smell anything around here? What's around the fossil forest? Pretty much nothing? Yeah, everything is way up there instead. It looks like not too many creatures are willing to get close to the fossil forest then. No little bunnies skittering around. No signs of prey at all. It's kind of the area where I would expect there to be some cougars though, so we have to make sure that we're keeping our eyes peeled. So far, it looks like there's nothing dangerous on the breeze, so that's definitely a good sign. Yeah, I kind of feel like Honey and Sirius here are probably just going to spend a little bit of time claiming their territory first, making sure the coyotes are far away. In fact, coyotes are probably exactly what she's trying to sniff out right now. With Daisy's vendetta against the coyotes, I could totally see her chasing down an entire pack. What do you say, Sirius? Are you ready to do the rounds? Let's go ahead and check all the borders. We'll follow our way back up through the fossil forest again. I can't imagine we're going to spend too much time here in the future. This is really just a good lookout point, I guess. Nothing more and nothing less. Oh, and I just noticed too, Daisy is getting a little bit tired, Sirius. Maybe we should actually swing by the Shadow Den again just to make sure she can get some rest. She is not going to let herself fall victim to the same traps as before. She knows how difficult it is to stumble out of Wolfpack territory when you can barely see the ground in front of you. For that matter, she probably doesn't want to go tussling with any cougars or coyotes when she's so tired as well. I wonder if she's actually hoping for another little dream. Well, there's our chunk of meat, so this would probably be a good spot for us to rest. What do you say, Sirius? Ready for a nap? Let's go ahead and curl up. Oh my gosh, my heart. He's actually sleeping close to us this time. Oh, thank goodness. So maybe those barriers are starting to melt away a little bit. Just enough for us to actually curl up together. Oh, as the rains come too. The rain's pelting down in the dead of night. Well, if there was ever a good time for us to perhaps see if we could sneak into some enemy territories, now would be the time. Are you offering up a little bit of breakfast for me too? Or a little bit of supper, I guess. A quick little midnight snack. Go ahead and take your fill, Daisy, and then maybe you can leave the rest for him. It looked like he was actually trying to take a bite too. Alright, so now Daisy is completely rested. And that should probably be the end of that meat. Did he actually just take it? Yeah, I think he picked that up in his mouth and he took it off somewhere else. Alright. So he's not willing to take a chunk of meat to bring it back to our home, but he is willing to grab the meat that we took and bring it to his own place. I see how it is, Sirius. Ooh, that is a strong scent in the air. Is that our scent marker, though? Let's see. Yeah, that's just our territory marking. I'll leave it to Daisy to be confused of her own marking like this. Maybe it's because it was raining. Well, it would probably be a good idea to just freshen that up a little bit. because if we're going to charge off into the unknown, then we still want to make sure everybody knows we've staked our claim out here. So aside from that territory marking, do you smell anything else out here? Oh, you know, we have to see if maybe we can change his name too. I almost forgot about that. If we open up the map again and click on pack info over here, is there any way for us to adjust his name? No, it doesn't look like I can click on this right now. Prevent white pups too? No, I can't click on that either. That's interesting though. I remember before in the previous version of WolfQuest, you guys had mentioned that we had to get like a certain amount of experience points to have white wolf pups in our litter. I wonder if that means it's changed the way that it works in WolfQuest 3. I guess we'll find out in the future. I can't imagine that Daisy is worrying too much about pups right now. She has had some mysterious dreams about wolf pups, but I feel like that was more about her mysterious past itself, not really about the family that she's thinking about having. Someday, though, maybe if that soft little flutter continues, she'll be willing to settle down and start a pack of her own. But for now, wolf pups are just a far, far distant dream. Nothing that she's willing to settle herself down with just yet. So as the land loads in here, let's do a little bit of sniffing around again. Ooh, do you see that, Sirius? A grizzly bear in the distance? The one scent we can actually pick up. A grizzly bear out here. Well, we have to investigate that then. If we're going to keep the shadow den safe, we're going to have to make sure that grizzly bears aren't poking around for sure. Where'd it go, though? Do you see the marker? Oh, did it just disappear? It must be because it's raining. It's probably really, really confusing for Daisy right now. Oh, are these the very same cliff sides where we saw the hoodoo pack wolf? Oh, I think we might be close to his home. Hang on, so does that mean that our little hoodoo pack friend is actually being chased by a grizzly bear right now? Well, we have to do something serious. I know you didn't know the hoodoo pack wolf, but we knew him very, very well. Or at least as well as we could before he got chased away by so many other creatures. Ooh, is this a little swimming pool? Oh my gosh, this is so cute. Oh, how did we miss this before? Oh my gosh, Sirius. We could come up here to just laze by the pool if we wanted to. Get our fill of water, watch the clouds drift by. Though I'm sure it would be much more scenic if it wasn't raining right now. But yeah, Daisy's probably feeling a little bit worried for her hoodoo pack friend. You guys also had some pretty good ideas in mind for his name too. I think the one that we're going to go with is Chaser. I thought that would be particularly fitting since he always seemed to shadow Daisy. He chased her all the way across enemy lines just to see if she was all right. And given the fact that he had so many scrapes and bruises, it sure seems like his chase never ends. I don't smell him out here though. Yeah, the only thing Daisy can sense now is this elk herd in the distance. That's probably not a good sign. I wonder what the wolf pack did to him then. Ooh. Wait a second, what do you smell here? Okay, it's just a fox. And actually... Oh, is this the elk that we took down? Well, there's barely any left. I mean, maybe we could take a little chunk of meat or something, but that's probably going to be the end of this carcass. So it seems like the scavengers probably did a number on it. In fact... I wonder if that was the coyotes? Is that a moose in the distance? A moose and her calf? Oh, Sirius. Maybe we don't have to worry about the elk meat after all. Let's put this down here for just a moment, okay? It looks like neither of us need the extra food anyways. I wonder if they would actually try taking down a moose together. I mean, it's not a bull moose. It looks like it's a cow moose and a calf moose. So if we could actually separate the baby from her, maybe we could take it all the way back to the shadow den. I mean, I feel like these two are very, very confident in themselves. Now that all of that initial shyness has melted away, we have learned that Sirius is an incredibly bold wolf, just like Daisy. In fact, I can see these two getting into plenty of trouble together. I always assumed that Daisy was going to need somebody a little bit more level-headed to even her out. But instead we found like the most intense wolf in the entire valley, and I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Like, for one, we know that he's going to have her back no matter what. He already proved that when he went flying straight into those stomping elk hooves just to go after those coyotes with her. So, I don't know. Maybe we should try to go after the moose. It's now or never serious. It looks like they may actually be on the move. Alright, let's see if we can do it. Let's see if we can separate the baby. We'll go ahead and lock sights on you. Oh, Mama Moose is not having it. She is not happy about our plans. I think we can do it though. If we can just scare the baby away, give him a good nip. Oh my goodness. Okay, Daisy. Trapped between two sets of hooves. That was not a good plan. All we have to do is give him a nip though. That's it. Just distract the mama for us, okay? We're gonna grab him. There we go. There we go. Get away, Daisy. Get away. Ooh, the moose calf is on the run. Yes. We might actually be able to do this. We've actually injured the calf pretty well. Go on, Sirius. Oh, it looks like he took a pretty big hit from those hooves. I mean, even though it's a baby, ooh, you can still do quite a bit of damage, and that mama moose is definitely a concern. She is not leaving her baby for anything. Oh, come on. Yes, catch the moose. Did she leave us? Oh, here she comes. Okay, let go. Let go. Oh, she is charging after you now, Sirius. Just don't lose the baby, okay? We've almost got the baby to half health. I think we can actually do this. Oh, if they take down a moose together, they are going to think that they can take on the entire world. Though that might give them a good reason to truly go infiltrating that enemy pack, you know? To go back into his family's home, to see if they can find any of the answers that Daisy is seeking. Now that they know that they make such a good team together, nothing seems out of their grasp anymore. Alright, Sirius, we've almost got it. A few more bites ought to do the trick. Oh, Mama Moose is coming up fast. Is she even going to let us, like, enjoy our rewards here? I wonder if the Mama Moose is going to be keeping watch over the carcass. I guess we're going to find out. A few good bites. Oh, Daisy! Oh, that was a really, really good hit. That probably left you a little bit stunned. Oh, she is protecting her baby so well. But we're so close now. Just a couple more bites ought to do the trick. If you could distract her like you did before. Let's see. Let's go from this side. One more good bite. Come on, Daisy. Come on. Oh, there we go. Oh, I think we actually took it down. I think so. But just as I was worried about, it also looks like this moose is not going to let us have a one bite. I mean, it is really, really sad. We literally just took down her baby. Can we maybe chase her off too? With a few good bites? Oh, it's so risky, Daisy. Just try to give her a bite from the side, okay? A nice good bite from the side to get her to run? Maybe this way? There we go. A bite on the neck? Oh my gosh. How long can you hold on to her like that? Is she on the run now? Yeah, there she goes. All right. So now we can enjoy our reward. Look at this, Sirius. We actually took down a moose together. That is something that I did not expect to say today. Oh, he is just pacing in the background too. Pacing to make sure that this mother moose doesn't come up any closer. Maybe we should sleep by our meal tonight? Assuming that the moose is probably going to leave us? Who's that back there? Hello? Oh, just a little bunny? A little bunny who appears to be quite stuck in the bushes, mind you. We'll leave you right there, though. Yeah, I wonder if perhaps we should take a quick nap right next to our meal. Because I have a feeling if that mama moose isn't going to be trouble, then surely the scavengers will be. We've already seen what a number they've done to our previous meal, so we want to make sure that the coyotes don't come back. It's almost like they're laying this out as a trap if you think about it. Like if the coyotes come here to try to steal their moose meat, they are going to be relentless. They will chase the entire pack straight out of their land. Oh my gosh, no, 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 no. That is not a coyote. That, my friend Sirius, that is actually a bear. And it looks like he's coming by to take our food. Or is he just passing through? Now, mind you, Daisy has had a few experiences with bears too. When she was on her own, a bear took her meal as well. So it's not just the coyotes that she has to watch out for. But this bear seems to be relatively friendly. Well, maybe we shouldn't go as far as to say he's friendly, but he's not looking to take the moose meat at least. Oh, you know, that's probably the grizzly bear that we smelled way off in the distance before. Do you think he would be able to lead us to Chaser? A poor grizzly, yeah, we definitely don't want to tussle with him, huh? I just wonder, could we chase him away? I mean, we've been so strong so far, Sirius. Do you think it's worth it? Well, I feel like we kind of have to at least try to make sure that he stays away from our food. Ooh, it looks like he might be changing. The tides might be turning. Is he trying to come back here? He's looking mighty, mighty curious. You know what, Sirius? Let's go ahead and let out a howl. Oh my gosh. He is coming by now. That may have actually scared him off, though. Oh, Daisy's intimidating howl? Enough to scare off giant grizzly bears? Oh, Daisy. As if you needed any more reason to assume that you're the queen of this land. Now not even grizzly bears can stand in your way. And I know you think that's all because you have your little shadow by your side. She probably wouldn't have been feeling quite as confident if not for him. So go ahead and eat your fill for the day. You see you're just a tiny little bit hungry. We'll grab a little bit of extra food, and then maybe we'll take some meat too. Time to take a little bit of moose meat back to the shadow den. So with a moose calf kill now properly tucked under their belt, I think that they're ready to take on another wolf pack now. Not to mention the affinity bar seems to be almost full. That blue meter is tucked just behind Daisy's ear now, so it's not just Daisy who's gained a little bit of confidence today. I wonder if once we take him on as our official mate, once the affinity is all the way full, maybe then we'll get the chance to officially name him too. So I guess in the next episode, maybe just like one more hunt will do the trick. Or for that matter, maybe all we need to do is play around a little bit over here by the shadow den. Are we in the right spot? I think this rock might be the right one. Yeah, home sweet home. So go ahead and drop down your fresh kill, Daisy, right in the shadow of the rocks for us. And then if we could come on over here, maybe we could actually open up our emotes panel again. Yeah, I think it's time for us to do a little bit of playing with him. You want to play around with us again, Sirius? Maybe? Yeah, there we go. That actually does raise our meter a little bit too. The affinity over in the corner. And of course we know that he loves to play. So we'll give him a nice relaxed grin to show him how happy we are that he's decided to stay with us. And in the next episode, we'll see if we can make it official. I guess a little trek into the danger zone will be enough to cement any bonds. A little test to make sure that he's still with us 100%. I mean, I guess there's always a chance that his family might convince him to come back, and then Daisy would be all on her own again. But she's not going to let her mind dwell on such negative ideas. For now, the kings and queens of the Shadow Den have nothing to fear. So for now, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, guys!